Hello, folks. Welcome back to Currie Cup action Sunday, August 25th, 2025. Last game of the weekend. This one in Northwest Stadium in Velkom in the Free State. It's the Griffins with Kyle Seister at fullback, Komani Kota on the right wing, Kiana Fest, Jean-Dre de Beer in the center, Gershwin Ver on the left wing, Juan Pretorius at fly half, Devald Umon at the scrum half, Kalapinar, Thomas Ongara, Tato Mavunda is the captain, Kurtley Thomas and Matthew Gray your locks in the front row, Bule Nunjekwa, Willem van der Hive, and Solani Jacobs. Simon Vestrat, Gumeda, Ngundu, Nuihaus, Olafia, P.T. Schaefer, and Philander off the bench for the Griffins. For the Pumas, it's Tino Swanepoel at the fullback, Stefan Kotsia on the right wing, David Britz, Clinton Swart in the center, Darren Adonis on the left wing, Danrich, hang on a second, I thought I lost my broadcast there. Danrich Visachi is the fly half again, and so we see he and Swart change places. Godlin Masimla gets a start off the bench at scrum half. Roald Vandaveva, Anele Lungisa, Fisante, Dian Slabert, and Pofu are the locks. Swiegers, Tzvat is the captain, Maritz in the front row. And off the bench, it's Darnell Usawago. So let's get started, folks. We are ready to get going here. It is 9 a.m. and it is 3 p.m. in South Africa, and it's time for Currie Cup action. Here we go. And when we whistle blows, we are underway in Velkom. And Amy Barrett-Thron is the official, and we already have a penalty. My goodness, that was fast. Whistle blows just 9 seconds into the contest. So did it go backwards? So tough pitch to look at out here, folks. Nothing but dust everywhere. Almost no grass. So it'll be a scrum to the Griffins down at the Pumas 22-meter line, just less than a minute into the contest. Things go well for the Griffins to get started in this one. Crouch. All right, Amy Barrett-Thron resets the scrum with a minute into it. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Appreciate it. For some reason, my chat is not showing up. There's nobody chatting. Oh, nobody's chatting. That's why. I'm looking. There's no chat over here. I'm like, why am I getting no chat? Crouch. Bind. Set. And Devald Umon will put it in. Former Blitzbach. Ball comes out the back of the 22. Tossed over. Dangerous pass. Umon has it again. He does a little grubber kick through. The chase is on. Will the Griffins get there? Oh, who's going to get there? Did Kota get it? No, I think it was tapped down by Stefan Kotsia, who's on that right wing instead of at the fullback position for the Pumas today. Ooh, that was close. Griffins almost got some early glory here just 2 minutes in. Devald Umon had a nice kick there, but Gershwin Ver didn't quite get. There's a Kota. No, it was Gershwin Ver. Couldn't quite get there. So the Pumas dotted down. So it's a goal line kick. This is a kick down the pitch by Fisachi. Taken at 10-meter line. It's Derek Pretorius. Duan Pretorius, excuse me, not Derek. Duan Pretorius for the Griffins. Oh, and it's knocked on. Oh, bad pass by Devald Umon. It's a little too low. Oh, my goodness. And Kurtley Thomas drops it. A little too low. Well, it wasn't too bad, actually. Just a tall guy. It looked low. He just dropped the ball. So now it'll be a scrum to the Pumas, and the Griffins, in their usual style, starting out poorly. Welcome to those who are here, folks. Hey, Sue, how's it going? I'm glad to see somebody's in the chat. Your chat's alive. For a moment there, I thought maybe the chat wasn't alive. I already have enough problems, technical problems here. My broadcast has got a spinning little circle in the center, but it says I'm live, and I don't want to risk winding up behind the broadcast by refreshing it, but it's very distracting having this circle spinning in the center of the screen, right on Amy Barrett-Thron's bum right now. Set, and Godlin Maslima puts it in there. Puma's driving the Griffins back. That's been a problem for the Griffins all season. It's their scrum. Oh, nearly picked off, but it gets outside. Was it tipped? It was a forward pass. Lots of mistakes by both sides. Neither side looking like they're ready for prime time here. We expect that from the Griffins, but the Pumas should be performing better. This is a game they desperately need to win. They desperately need to win this game to the Pumas to keep pace with the Cheetahs for that 4th place spot. Find themselves way down on the log. 19 points, far from the top, but in playoff contention to the Pumas. Of course, the Griffins are winless this season. So after yesterday's and Friday's actions, the Bulls are at 36 points on the log, 7 wins, no losses, and a draw. The Lions, 7 wins and a loss at 33 points. Nipping at their heels, the Sharks, who started 0-3, are now 4-3-1 and they have 26 points. They're in third place because the Cheetahs lost yesterday. Set. Bezuidenhout puts the ball in, comes out, pitches over to the center. Duan Pretorius bounces off the first tackler, still going. Wow, pushes David Britz aside like he was a rag doll. Well, that was a high pass. Had to reach high, Thomas Ongara, to get that down out of the air. Griffins go wide outside to Kyle Seister. Kyle Seister dances, cuts inside, still dancing around. These Pumas players are standing around like they have lead in their boots. And now they're inside the 10-meter line. And the Pumas defense is way off sides. They chase the Griffins back over midfield. Thomas Ongara doing some great work for the Griffins here early on. Picks it up and goes. So now we're back in midfield as the Griffins have lost about 14 meters. They try to hand the ball inside to Gershwin Ver. He goes nowhere. Back to midfield. 5 phases already. 5 minutes into the contest. It's 0-0. Thanks to everybody who's here. Appreciate it. Hey, Tristan. Deep. That goes to Tino Swanepoel at the 22. He catches that high ball running sideways, and the Pumas form a ruck. Godlin Masimla digs it out of there, feeds it over to Edwin Swart. Swart goes forward. Just a bunch of dust out there. I wouldn't want to play rugby in these conditions. Terrible field. And Clinton Swart clears it down the other way. And it's going to go straight into touch. It was taken back into 22, so it's going to come all the way back. Another unforced error. Both sides. Forward passes. Bad decisions. Knock-ons. And now kicking straight into touch. This is sloppy game. Very sloppy game to get this thing started. Johan Victor, Pumas by 40. Well, I would expect that, but not the way they're playing. Clive Streak is here. Antoinette Becca. Christian, pleasure to see you there. And hello to everybody. So it's going to be inside the 22 after that ball's kicked down. That's going to come right back to where it was. Excuse me. So the Griffins go high for it. They come down with it. It's Matthew Gray. They go into a maul. And it's moving in slow motion. Call to use it once. And they dig it out. Bezuidenhout sends it to De Beer. De Beer gets sent backwards by a meter. And the Griffins not really picking up any space here. They lost for what to do. They offload it to Thomas Ongara again. Ongara is tackled. I think he's Nigerian, isn't he? Or Kenyan. He's Kenyan. Ongara. Kyle Seister tossed to the ground like he's just nothing. Wow. Rudolf Fundebev just tossed him aside in the tackle, just flipped him around. But the Griffins retain possession. They're trying to strip the Griffins player. Matthew Gray taken to turf. So Duan Pretorius throws it to, cannot see, 5 phases. Pinar. Bezuidenhout looking for anything desperately. Duan Pretorius with the ball again. This is some hard work for no gain here. A lot of work by the Griffins. Defense by the Pumas is on the spot. Not rolling away. So that's going to be helpful for the Griffins. Pick up a penalty there. Ooh, a little pushing and shoving going on here. Duan Pretorius does not like Fisante's action in there. So Bezuidenhout says, hit the road, buddy. All right, so Cota will kick this to the corner for the Griffins. Chance to get them down close. Tackler not rolling away. Fisante never made any effort to get out of that tackle. Just laid there on the ground. Well, he brought the tackle down on top of himself. Didn't really have much of a chance to get away. But it took a while for him to make an effort to get away. So it's going to be a line out for the Griffins down about 18 meters away. Is their chance to strike. They've already had one chance down to the try line and missed it. Oh, high. They get it. They're into a maul. And the Griffins maul starts driving forward slightly. Call to use it once. Boy, Amy Barathron is quick with that. Now they're driving forward. They're going sideways, but they're still going forward. Still going forward. Playing advantage now. They've got advantage. The Griffins have advantage here, so they're going to get a 5-meter line out, worst case. But the ball's down at 5 meters. Bezuidenhout picks it out. Oh, does the dummy. Nearly gets through. He's tackled at the 5-meter line. Fun to hear it. Down to 1 meter. The Griffins are going to be held up. No, 1 meter out. Half a meter. Ball short. There it is. It's in. Tata Mavunla. Was there a knock on? I didn't hear a whistle. She said we're going back for the penalty. So no try. Mavunla got over, but apparently there's something must have happened before that. Wow, I don't see what happened there. My goodness. Well, one of the players lifted up in the air on that maul. So now we'll kick for the 5-meter line out. I don't know why that wasn't a try. Griffins are playing hard. Pumas cannot afford to do this. They need a point differential here, too. They need a point differential. In the log, they are 57 points positive for the Cheetahs, 43 minus for them. So they got to get at least 43 just to break even. Need to close that gap as much as possible. They have 3 games left, including this one. Griffins line out. Fundahiva throws it in successful into a maul, but the maul hasn't gone particularly well. And they're committing more numbers to it. And it's going to be hard to see if they even score because there's so many bodies in there. Now they're driving forward. They're forward. They're going forward over the line. Are they going to get down? Who's got the ball? And there it is. Wow, the Griffins score. Is it Fundahiva? It's Willem Fundahiva, and the Griffins are on the board, folks. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Willem Fundahiva gets the try for the Griffins. Man, that was, boy. Pumas got themselves in trouble here. That's his first ever Currie Cup try. Wow. Okay. Congratulations to Willem Fundahiva on getting his first ever Currie Cup try. So let's put that one on the board. It's going to be Griffins, C-R-I. And we got against Pumas. I don't need 4 letters today. Fundahiva gets it. And here's the try conversion attempt. Who's kicking? Is it Kota? It is Kota kicking it. Looks good. Okay. So it's 7-0. Wow. Griffins out in front 7-0. Johan says, it'll take some time next week. Sharks will kill my Griffins. Prediction is win 100 points. Wow. That's a huge prediction. All right, here's the restart by Danush Fisaki. Fisaki kicks it to the far side. That's straight into touch. Another mistake by the Pumas. Now, let's put something in context here, folks. Got to understand that the wind is blowing to about 23 knots out there. It's a bit of a gust. But he kicks it straight into touch, Fisaki. So the Griffins now a chance to run up the board. They're going to get a scrum at midfield. Danush Fisaki with a big mistake there. So, come up to midfield. Not quite in the center because there's no dirt or no grass. They move over the one spot. There's a little bit of grass. It'll be a Griffin scrum. Pumas making mistake after mistake after mistake. 7-0, 11:25 in the contest. Thanks for being here, folks. Be sure to hit that like button if you don't mind. It doesn't cost you anything but a second of your time. Only got 14 likes. Means 40 of you are behind the queue. There's 54 watching, 14 likes. 11:38. Bind. Set. Dave Aldumont puts the ball in the pipe for the Griffins. He's got it. Goes wide, but a poor pass goes backwards. But there was a hand. That's why it went wide. It was hit by Godlin Masimla. So the ball was knocked down. All right, so that's why the ball went astray. It went crazy a while back. I thought that was a terrible pass, but it was because it was tipped. So just a penalty, no card. Kota kicks it down the pitch, looking for some space there. It looks like a pretty good kick, but where's the mark going to be? Oh, yeah. It came off his hand. Yep. I didn't see that initially. So it'll be a Griffins line out 17 meters away from the Pumas try line. Boy, this field looks like it's got biological disease. It looks like a petri dish. It's green and brown and cinnamon and, and burnt and dirt. Here's a line out from Fundahiva, the try scorer. He goes deep, and they overthrow it, and they overcook it, and then Edwin Swart picks it up for the Pumas. Pumas have it. They come to the inside. Oh, missed tackle, but a forward pass. Darren Adonis was off to the races, but that went forward. Yep. Oh, the Pumas, another unforced error. Darren Adonis had nobody in front of him. That was a try. Poor Darren Adonis, man. You know that's got to feel bad. He was going to score, no doubt about that. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. Shame. All right, so now the Griffins are just 8 meters away, and they've got a scrum right in front of the post. Lots of options here going left or right. Need a good scrum. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. The Griffins come away with Bezuidenhout, spins. He's down to the try line. And they're in. And there's the try. Is it Ongara? Looks like it's Ongara. No, it's Mavundla. Sorry, couldn't see. Mavundla. Tata Mavundla with a try. And the Griffins lead 12-0. Oh, my goodness. Tata Mavundla. Wow. We just started the game, Roy. Hang on a second. Mavundla with the try. 14:38 in the first half. Quota for the conversion here. Just 15 minutes into this thing, and it's 12-0. Could be 14-0 in a moment. Should be an easy kick. It's up. Flags miss. Oh, my goodness. Easy kick. My goodness. That's going to be painful. You don't want to miss that. That was too easy. Wow. 12-0, 15 minutes in. Time remaining? Well, 80 minus 15 is 75. Give or take extra time in the first and second half. 15-10 in the first half. Yep, Danny Puddock, that will be very costly, that 2 points. It was an easy kick, too. Fisaki restarts it. Now, that all started because last time he put that into touch. Remember that? And then the ball was hit by Muslima, put them down low, and then they score. So it's 2 tries already to the Griffins at home, nothing to the Pumas. Unfortunately, nobody's here to watch the game. I can hear individual voices in the stands. Bezuidenhout sends it back inside to 22. And Gershwin Ver chips and goes, but he gets hit. Vera keeps going, nearly gets there, and it's picked up by Stefan Kotsia. Kotsia avoids 2 tackles, 3 tackles. It takes 3 players to stop him, finally drop the 10-meter line. Masimla does his first actual scrum half action of the game. Oh, they come to the near side. David Britz, nice rush through there. Oh, ball's in touch. That should have been a whistle. It was in touch. There's a penalty here. Offside on the Griffins. 16-20 in the first half, and a penalty against the Griffins. Duan Pretorius a little bit offside there. So Dunrich Fisaki kicks it. Oh, man, into the wind, and he makes a mistake on the opposite side now. And he kicks it, and it doesn't even find touch. That's going to be a huge impact on today's game. So, another mistake by the Pumas. Unforced error there. Dunrich Fisaki fails to kick it into touch, kicks it through the try zone. Wow. So they come back because it'll be a goal line kick. It wound up bouncing through the back of the try zone. Let's see. Yep. It's had a tough angle. Fisaki's got to be frustrated. Pumas, man. Yep. So it's going to come back to the spot where it was at. That's odd. I thought it would have gone from a goal line kick. 17-16 the first half. 12-0 Griffins shockingly out in front of the Pumas, who really need to dig their head out of their backside. They are not performing well thus far. 17-24. And Bezuidenhout puts it in the pipe. Scrum holds up. Uvon brings it out to Duan Pretorius. Pretorius goes wide. Gershwin Ver kicks it through. Chase is on. And then a bounce off. It goes into touch. It's a 50-22. It bounced over Tino Swanepoel's head. Poor little Tino Swanepoel is all 3 feet 9 inches tall. Ball went right over his head. It's like he plays in the Shire. Oh, this is a tough one. Boom, right over his head. My goodness, third bounce. And the Griffins get the ball deep after a brilliant kick by Gershwin Ver. Man, oh man, that's a tough break. Wow. Inside the 22. Look like it went deeper than that. It's not a very good spot. It should have been on a 15-meter line. But it'll be a Griffins ball. They have a third chance down here inside the 22 early in the game. Vandehiva throws it in, and it's hit by the Pumas, but picked up by the Griffins. Devalt Umon. Duan Pretorius. Oh, there's space here. Gershwin Rivera does a nice dummy. Oh, but he didn't fake David Britt, so he's there. Is it stolen by the Pumas? Yeah, the Pumas stole it in the breakdown. Darren Adonis comes in to play the role of scrum half, feeds it over to Dion Slobert. We'll give a whistle here. Knock on. Boy, the Pumas cannot get anything right. They knocked the ball on from the breakdown. Oof, another mistake. That's at 5 or 6 already in the first 20 minutes. Clock stopped at 18:59. Wooden spoon, I suppose. That's one way to look at it. Ooh, Amy Barrett-Thron is asking if someone's lipping off to her. Wow. I can't hear because the announcers keep running their mouths. I can't hear what she's saying, but she was saying something about someone saying something to her. Amy Barrett-Thron, not happy. So we've got a Pumas player down getting a little treatment here. There's Jimmy Stonehouse. Boy, there's no up in the booth. They sit right alongside the fans. There's a fair number of fans on this side of the pitch. My goodness. All right, so let me go check on something else here while we wait for this action to start here. I think I'm the only one that covers these Griffins games. Shane Kirkwood sitting on the bench. Welcome and welcome. All right. We're still waiting for this thing to get started. Treatment for the player out on the pitch. It's a strong wind out there, folks. You can already see it affecting Donrich Visaki's kicking game. He's kicked one into the right-hand side of the pitch, straight into touch. Then he kicked another one through the try zone on a penalty. All right, so now we have a scrum to the Griffins again. And this one's outside the 22. 19 minutes, 9 seconds. Clock is restarted. Amy Barrett-Thron. Crouch! Behind! And a whistle. Early pre-engagement. They could kick a penalty here and get those points back. Let's see what they do. Corner or for the post? Boy, another unforced error. They're going to tap and go? Tap and go from that far out? What the hell is wrong with the Griffins? And then Devalt Umon throws a poor pass. It bounces off the turf. It's picked up. I mean, they did a tap and go from the 30-meter line. I heard of such a thing from there. It wasn't like the Pumas were not ready. Should have taken the 3 points. Cota is trying to dance. He's still fighting, but they won't release him. And Ungara carries over there. He's tackled. Finally released. Ball's placed. But they're 35 meters away. They've gone nowhere. I don't get the whole purpose of the tap and go. This is not sevens, Devalt Umon. Good Lord. That was an easy 3 points they just gave away. Could have been 15-0. Duan Pretorius now with the ball. Back to the 10-meter line. Going through multiple phases, but phases don't win games. Points to... Whoa, look at this. Nice move by Gershwin Ver. Dancing around out there. Keanu Fast now. We haven't called his number. He's tackled. Boy, you get a mouthful of dirt every time touch. Umon kicks it, but he's going to kick right to a Puma. And it goes back inside to 22. Swanepoel clears it. And that ball goes out. Ooh, terrible mark. Was taken back. Oh, it was taken back inside to 22. So Tino Swanepoel was taken back inside to 22. They're going to come all the way back. My goodness, another unforced error by the Pumas. Jimmy Stonehouse must be pulling one hairy at this point. Another unforced error. They say just 4, but there's more than 4. Those kicks should count as unforced errors. My goodness. So many unforced errors here by the Pumas. Wow. Tino Swanepoel kicks it straight into touch and had been taken back inside the 22. Wasn't sure about that. It looked like it might have been taken back, but in fact it was. Those sitting in the sun, just a handful of people out there sitting in the sun. Southern Africa's winter time. What's going on over here? Why do I not have any? What's going on here? Am I not broadcasting? What the hell? There we go. Sorry, folks. Something's going on here with the data feed. Sorry. Jacques Jury's up in the booth. Hang on. We got a break in the action here, so just give me a second here. My provider is screwing around with my internet again. This happens periodically, so I'm doing a quick test. So this is going to be a line out now for the Griffins deep. Time back on. 20:48. Willem van der Heeven now with the line out. Griffins need this one. They go deep and they overthrow it right to Edwin Swart, and they throw it to the Pumas again. Another unforced error. Sloppy game. Godlin Masamla to Fisaki. Fisaki gets it into the hands of Clinton Swart. Swart is tackled inside the 22. Fisaki comes wide. David Britz. Britz is tackled. Still inside the 22, the Pumas. That's the problem. My upload speed, something's going on. My upload speed is trimmed down to just 3 megabytes per second. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I've got a slow data issue going on here right now for some reason. It must be a network issue. Sorry about that, folks. What am I drinking? I'm drinking Starbucks Frappuccino. This is manufactured by PepsiCo Company, which has started a new organization, new foundation. It's the North American Coffee Company, but it's a PepsiCo Starbucks operation. It's just licensed. It's actually Starbucks makes it. It's all done by PepsiCo. It's terrible, but I need something to drink. All right, so it's a Pumas line out now at the 10-meter line, and they're into a maul. The maul stops. Boy, they go straight up. The Pumas are tackling their own players. Lungisa gets grabbed around the neck by his own player. Clinton Swart with the ball. They're at the 10-meter line and not rolling away. Dewan Pretorius did not release in the tackle. Yeah, Clive, I understand it was buffering. That's what I said. There's something going on with my provider right now. Instead of getting the 30 megabytes per second I'm supposed to get, I'm only getting 3.3, which is barely enough to broadcast. I don't know why that's happening. My download speed is fine. It's upload. So that ball will be kicked down the pitch by the Pumas. This will be the first time they actually get a chance to do something useful here. Okay, now it should not be buffering anymore. We're back up to about 16 megabytes per second. That's 5 times what it was a few minutes ago. Ooh, Edwin Swart bounces off a tackler, and then he's taken down. Well, nice. That's jackled. Stolen by the Puma or the Griffins. It was brilliant. Wow. And they're not releasing. And here go the Griffins. Pumas, Godlin Massimo tackle there. They got an advantage here. Outside of the Griffins 22. So the Griffins had a chance to go up 3 tries here. They blew it. They should have done it. Should have done it when they could have. Now they're going to find themselves in trouble here. All right, inside the 22 come the Pumas. Godlin Massimo playing advantage now. David Britz back to the inside to Divold Maritz. Oh, it's Yannicka. What's Yannicka doing out there? I thought it was Maritz. Ball comes loose, and we're going to come back for the advantage. It was a knock-on by Fisaki. Uh-oh. Going to have a conversation here.
Penalty back where your centre is, or you've got knocked 10 meters, which is across that side. Okay.
Going to take the far side over there.
Had 2 advantages.
2 advantages there. So Griffins now had a big chance to run out way out in front. And you leave the Pumas hanging around here. This team that can score quickly when they get their act together. Boy, Pumas players have a lot of dirt on the back of those jerseys. You can see the gray with big spots of dirt. And Boule Nojekwa is down for the Griffins, looking for a little treatment down there. Clock stopped at 24 minutes, 25 seconds. Boule Nojekwa. 6th Currie Cup appearance of the season. He's getting a little bit of treatment on the pitch. And 25 minutes into the contest, folks. Yeah, this is a game that the Pumas must win, and they must win with a bonus point. Must win with a bonus point. They're trailing the Cheetahs by 5 points in the log and in the point differential by 100 points. So right now they're trailing by 112 points in point differential after giving up 12 points early on this game. Yep. All right. So how are we doing here? Danston Daniels is back. The Pumas are killing my bet. How are the Griffins beating them? Because it's 80% territory for the Griffins. Wow. 80% territory. Wow, that's crazy. But it's because the Pumas are making unforced errors. They're just killing themselves, just screwing up left and right. They're bringing it on themselves. Here's a kick to the corner. Now the Griffins have a little bit of trouble, so Pumas are getting a line out deep in their territory. Clinton Swart kicks the ball down there. So Fisaki has been retired from that job. They're giving it back to Clinton Swart. So it's a 5-meter line out, knocked backwards. The Pumas have it. Fisaki runs into a wall. He's tackled 6 meters out. Pumas going to go through phases now. No, Fundamava drives forward. Pumas advantage for not rolling away. So the Pumas have an advantage here. Masana into the hands of Sampit Swigers. Swigers, it's a bad pass. Comes on the outside, but they're going to find Darren Adonis out here. Adonis can't quite get there. He stopped the 5-meter. Masana. Eddie Swart. Pumas trying to get across and dot it down for the first time today. There's Edwin Swat. Just inches away now. 5 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter. They drive across. Is he down? Is he short? New advantage. My goodness. The Griffins are going to get called here for a card. Yep. Here comes a card. Ooh. Cynical. Mavunla gets the penalty. Yellow card. All right, so now the Griffins are down a player. Tap and go. Edwin Swart down to 1.5 meters. Godlin Masamla. Ruval Fandameva, he's down to less than 1 meter. Here's the Masamla. Maritz. He's over, but the ball knocked on. We're going to go to TMO to see if there was actually a try. Okay, we got a try from the assistant official. Wow. No TMO. She just went to the assistant referee. No TMO. So who gets that? Is it Yannicka? Maritz? It's Sampi Swigers. His first Currie Cup try. Wow. Sampi Swigers gets the try. And the Pumas find themselves back in the game suddenly. I told you, Griffins, can't screw around. Wow. Sampi Swigers with the try. His first ever try for the Pumas. Wow. Johan says the Pumas are still going to win by a very big margin. Well, that's very likely to be the case. It'd be nice for me to actually get a Super Brew pick correct this weekend. Keep playing with my heart, not my head. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at all the dirt kicking up. Yeah, it's pretty clear that was a try. Yeah, good officiating there by Amy Barrett-Thron. She couldn't see it. She asked her assistant referee. That's his whole purpose. Boy, with the yellow card, the Griffins are moving at a glacial pace back up to midfield. Trying to burn that clock. We're down to 8:25 left on the yellow card that was issued to Tato Mavundla. Here's a kick. That's going to go the 10 meters on the far side. It's taken over there. And Polfu comes down with it. He breaks away. He's on the loose. Pass on the outside to Kotsia. Oh, my goodness. Yannicka with the ball. And here come the Pumas now. Edwin Swart down to the 22. The ball spills out, but it goes backwards. Masamla backs to Yannicka again. Wow. Yannicka. And the Pumas are inside the 22 just like that. Oh, and it's spilled forward by the Pumas. Knock on. Devon Uman playing a knock on advantage. He kicks it away. Ball bounces past midfield and into touch at the 10-meter line. That's a good clearance kick by Devon Uman. It's the best kick of the game so far. Wow. It doesn't look happy about something. But it's a good clearance kick. Oh, he's telling his wing to get his butt up there, basically. He's very upset. Devon Uman is very upset here. He's talking to his wing or what? So 7 minutes, 12 seconds left on that yellow card now. Got the Sharks correct. Lions, Bulls, maybe going to get this one correct. I did not get the Sharks game correct. I thought Providence could pull it out, but when you start, half your team is 12 years old, odds are you're not going to get it right. And the clock is stopped as Nojekwa fixes his boot. Amy Berthron's trying to get him to hurry up. He is hurrying. This will be a line out to the Pumas at their 10-meter line. Well, they moments ago threatening to score again until they had a knock on. Good clearance kick by Bezuidenhout. So here we go. Pumas now. They throw it in. Successful. They come down with it. Dion Slobert came down with it. They're into Maul. Maul's moving forward. Griffins trying to adjust. Oh, they're still going forward up the midfield. Now they picked up, and Edwin Swart comes away. And they have an advantage there. For what? Fisaki comes to the near side into the hands of Tino Swanepoel, who breaks free. He offloads it to Fisaki. Fisaki to Darren Adonis. Back inside to David Britz. Britz has tackled. Boy, the Pumas got some exciting flair going on here now. Godna Massimo digs it out of the ruck. Dynamo Fisaki does the dummy, cuts back in outside. But nothing doing there. The Griffins weren't fooled. Over to the center of the pitch. Slobert to Clinton Swart. It bounces off a knee. Knock on in the tackle. So it's going to be Pumas ball. They're going to take the penalty. Yep. So going to come over here from midfield. There was a penalty side entry in that mall. Okay. Oh, geez, you could do that at any mall. Seriously? Where's the side entry? I don't see it yet. He leaves. Oh, there it is. Yep. All right. There's the kick to the corner. Pumas in business again. Down inside 10 meters. Going to come down here for the line out. That's 5:33 left on this yellow card. But the Griffins already given up one try down a player with Tato Mavunda on the bench. Team captain. So this is about 15 meters away. Pumas line out. Edwin Swart throws it in. And it's not straight. Not straight. Oh, man. He doesn't agree with that call. Let me look at it. Look pretty straight. Yeah. It was contested, so it has to be straight. Well, folks, 31 minutes into this and first half, not a particularly scintillating performance thus far in Velcom in the Free State. Nonetheless, it's the Griffins surprisingly out in front 12-7 over the Pumas. Missed conversion, a rather easy kick by Kota, is one disappointment for the Griffins. And the fact they've been inside the 22 3 more times and come away with no points. And they could be rolling another 3 tries. It could have been 35-7 at this stage. But instead it's 12-7. Set. Dave Aldumont to put it in. Griffins dig it out. The scrubs have been pretty steady so far. Gershwin Ver will launch this down the pitch from his try line. And he finds, well, boy, that's a huge kick. It must be the wind helping. Boy, that ball went way down the field. Let's see where the mark is. My goodness. Let's see where that mark is. The Griffins. 4 minutes left on the yellow card to Tato Mavundla. 3:57. Edwin Swart with a line out, which he just got incorrect. It cost his team about 35 meters. They're out at the 37-meter line. Well, about 32 meters. Edwin Swart throws it in. And Clinton Swart drives down the pitch. He's tackled there. Maslima digs it out. Edwin Swart. Ooh, there's a huge tackle there. De Beer with the tackle. Maslima. That's a forward pass. Looks kind of flat, but it was forward actually. And the Pumas driving down to the 22. Ball's kicked through, and Gershwin Ver gets it on the run. Oh, good job by the Griffins. Gershwin Ver offloads it. Oh, but there's no one to get it to. Oh, almost broke free. Gershwin Ver nearly turned this thing around. My goodness. Ball's bouncing on turf. He runs up and grabs it one-handed. And then David Britt saves the tackle. Oh, yeah, he was He's out right there. Yep. He's out. Couldn't quite get rid of the ball. So nice effort by Gershwin. The guy has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. He's a rough diamond out there. Line out successful to the Pumas outside the 22. They're into a maul. At the back of that maul is Swart. Still going somewhere. It looks like some organism morphing out there. With the purple and pink jerseys. Very distinctive who's who. Still going forward inside the 22 now. They pull it away. Godlin Mussum over to the center to Clinton Swart. Getting a lot of work today, Clinton Swart. That ball comes loose on the turf. And we're going to get a penalty for not releasing the tackle. An easily makeable penalty here. Uh-oh, we got some pushing and shoving going on here. Ooh, Jean-Andre De Beer pushing and shoving against David Britz. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? Uh-oh, she's going to talk to them now. Come here, Captain, come here, says Amy Berthron. Here we go.
Making the hits, told to release, so that's what the penalty is for. Did it?
Shut up, lady. I want to hear Amy Berthron. Okay.
Putting petrol on a bit of that fire.
Little haji-baji. You can't just drive through like that. However, you've come in. I'm going to reverse the penalty. You cannot come in and shove a player.
Okay, they lost the penalty.
Yeah, that's all about.
Poor discipline again. So, goes against the Griffins. Reversed against the Pumas for. All right, so the Griffins catch a break there. Great job taking control of the game there by Amy Barrett-Thron. For some reason, people don't like her as an official. I think she does a pretty good job most of the time. That ball's kicked down the pitch. Last 10 penalties, 8 have been against the Griffins. That breaks a string of 8 consecutive Griffins penalties. Wow. Wow. Only the second one in the last 10 against the Pumas. So the Griffins will get the ball on a line out in the shadows up here just outside their 10-meter line at 35 minutes into the contest here. Here's the line out. Willem van der Heever will throw it in. And it has to be knocked backwards. Picked up there by Devol Duman. And his opposite number, Mussum, is there to drive him to the ground. That ball is charged down by the Pumas. Yannicka picks it up. He's tackled. Well done by the Pumas now. They're on the front foot now at the 10-meter line. Just 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. 45 seconds remaining on that yellow card. Oh, Clinton Swart does the dummy. Doesn't fool all of the Griffins. Kyle Seister touches the ball. Doners Fisagi having a poor game. Dancing around the center of the pitch. Tackled there. 45 meters. Massima had a break. He didn't take it. Look at this. Wow, Fisante with a big line break there. Devol Uman looks like he poached it. Devol Uman wins a penalty. Devol Uman jackals the ball. Brilliant work. Takes all the sting out of the Pumas' attack. Fisante was driving right through there. My goodness. So penalty to the Griffins. Wow. They're going to escape this yellow card. 3 seconds left on it with just 1 score against them. So that's going to be kicked. Will it find touch? That's a good kick with the wind at his back. And the Griffins now will be back at full strength for the rest of the first half. But Devol Duman, what a great job. It's just brilliant work jackling that ball. That's just great work from the former Blitzbuck. You know, I met Devol Duman. Was it Devol Duman? I think it was Devol Duman. Oh, my goodness. So 36 minutes, 31 seconds. Griffins line out down. Oh, let's see where this mark is. I didn't see where it was marked. So outside the 22 at about 30 meters away. Line out successful. Ongara brings it away. Boy, the Griffins had a loss what to do here. The big guy's not sure who to pass the ball to. Uman gets in there. His passes are a little low. He needs to start getting up a little bit higher. Driving forward are the Griffins. They're trying to strip him. And a tackle. She calls them all before it goes to ground. It just gets turned over to the Pumas. What is going on with my provider here? Keeps giving me trouble here. Internet issues here. Let me just take a look and see if there's an outage. I think Xfinity outage map here. All right, so the Griffins lose another opportunity to score. They waste another golden opportunity here. This says there's no outages. That's a crap. I'm getting poor data feed here. So set, and it falls apart, and we get our first scrum penalty in a while. 2 minutes left. Godla Massima takes off. He dumps the ball. Oh, nice breakaway there. And David Britz, the ball hangs up in the air like a big matzo ball, but he somehow comes away with it, picks up another 10 meters. Pumas now down inside the 10-meter line. They go wide on the outside. Ruvald Fundamev down to the 22. Oh, my goodness. The Griffins better do something here quickly because the Pumas are inside the 22. They go on the outside. Visante, who's had a decent game so far for the Pumas. Godla Massima digs it out. Brings it back to the front rowers. Yannicka driving forward. And they're going to give up a try here. The way things are going, Griffin's going to have to come up with something big to stop this. Just a minute, 15 seconds in the first half. David Britz. Slobberts. Somebody lost a boot out there. Yannicka lost his boot. It's laying on the ground. Pumas still with the ball. They go wide. And it's into the hands of Clinton Swat. Swat down to about 14 meters away. Funny he even told to back off the ball, but that was clean. I don't know why he had to back off. An advantage now for not rolling away. Be quiet. No arms tackle. Reject what? Let's see. I don't know about that. Puts his arm around his leg. Because it went below the knees. That's why. Yep. It's a bush cutter. So. Oh, thank you. Scoreboard. My bad. I keep calling the score out, but I'm getting it wrong. 007. Thank you. Sorry about that, Christo Labaskakny. Didn't see the points. Oh, everybody's telling me to fix it. Yeah, you guys are getting buffering. It's on my end. It's my provider. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes we just have to fight through this, so hang tight. Pumas have had 5 goals they've not taken here. There's the hooter. This is crazy hooter.
Sets up the maul.
And they're driving. Griffins, it's going to get over. Edwin Swart's going to get in. No one to stop him. There's an advantage. He's over. And he's got the try. And that's going to kill it. Man, the Griffins had such promise here, and it all fell apart. Wow, Puma's back in the game. Edwin Swart with the try. (12-7). It's about to go to 12-12, maybe 12-14. Thanks for all the people that are hanging in there with me as we fight through this. Yeah, see, that's behind. My goodness. As we fight through the... It's like I have South African internet today. Clinton Swat for the conversion here from the far corner. 12-12. Looks pretty good. Yep, 14-12. And the Griffins squander it. Wow, halftime. Wow. Wow, they've got to be happy with that going into the locker room, do the Pumas, after an atrocious start to this game. They come back. It's halftime now. Wow, that is way behind. The Griffins came out like gangbusters and then just really screwed the pooch here in the first half. So 2 tries apiece at the end of the first half. It's 14-12. Pumas out in front. Griffins, man, they came out like a house on fire. But I said those squandered opportunities, really not good for them. All right, that's halftime, folks. Again, apologies for the broadcast. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the Hooter working it up. What's this? Chris, don't agree, Hendo. What? I fixed the score. Oh, you don't want me to fix the scoreboard. Okay. What do you mean? You don't want me to fix the scoreboard. Yeah, sorry about that, Christo and Gypsy Backpackers and Casper, Christo Labaskakny. So, yeah. Anyway, so there we go. All right, so I'm just going to pause that over there and see if that helps. A couple people left because it's halftime or because the buffering. I hope it's not the buffering. Sorry to see you go. It is Sunday here, folks. It's going to be a crappy day for me. This buffering doesn't help. I'm not happy about that. But after the buffering, then I've got to go. And what I'll do is after this broadcast is I'll reset my my router. And it's been a few months since I reset it. So who knows? Might be a lot of stuff built up in there that's just, holding things up. But it is odd because I had 16 megabytes and then suddenly 3. So let's do a speed test real quick while we're here at halftime. So we're going to give it a wrap up here of a recap, I should say, not a wrap up of Currie Cup action for the weekend in just a moment. But let me just do a quick speed test again to see what's going on over here. So this weekend we've had interesting games. On Friday, the Bulls' easy winner of the was 47-24 at Loftus Versfeld. But the Bulls letting in tries that never should occur. Suspect defense once again. Then you've got yesterday we had the Free State Cheetahs losing to the Lions. That was 38-21. That was painful to watch. Painful to watch. The Cheetahs are just falling apart, and that was at home. 2 consecutive home losses plus a draw. Their last 3 games have done nothing for them at home. They want to go on the road because they can't do squat at home. Yeah, again, I'm getting slow internet connection over here for the upload. What is the deal here? Why am I getting such slow connection? I pay for a gigabyte. So, the other matchup, of course, was the Sharks over Province. Not a particularly exciting game. Got more interesting in the second half, but Province season ended yesterday. Any chance they had to win 3 bonus point victories to stay in this, and they lost yesterday. So their season's over. They're 2 wins, 6 losses. The best they can do is finish at 4-6, and that seems highly unlikely. So that's what's going on with the Province side. And so then today is the final game of the Currie Cup. 4 games this weekend. 8 teams in the competition. Oh, now I'm back up to 10 megabytes. Go figure. Go figure. All right, so, yep. Snazzy says, where can I watch? Well, if you have Super Sport and you live in South Africa, you can watch it there. If you live, let me look something real quick, see what it says here. Currie Cup. If you're going to watch on SABC2, you can watch on Sky Sports, you can watch on Stan in Australia, Rugby Pass, Star Plus, or if you live in the States or you sign up for an overseas account, you can go with Flow Sports. That's how I watch it, Flow Sports. But I cannot show it, Snazzy, because it's a copyright violation. YouTube will steal my channel in a heartbeat. It will be gone just like that. And all the hard labor and work and money that I poured into my effort to build this brand would be gone in a heartbeat if I broadcast a game. You can't do that. YouTube will allow all kinds of copyright violations when it's content creators' content being stolen, but when it's the big studios that come after you in a heartbeat. Yeah, my content is stolen and used by people all the time, and YouTube says nothing about it. But if I were to actually play part of this game, I would be in deep trouble. And we've had bogus copyright strikes on this channel before. Just got rid of another one. I was accused of a copyright strike by an Australian broadcasting outfit known as Stan. Never even heard of them. Now I know they're out there, STAN. They accused me of stealing the South Africa-Portugal game, which I didn't do, but this is an effort to destroy my channel as a bogus copyright claim. I didn't use their broadcast. I didn't even play the game. I simply made my call. All I did was play part of the national anthem, but that's not theirs. That's anyway. So, and it wasn't their broadcast anyway. I don't even have access to their channel. I was watching it over Flow Rugby, played a few moments of the Nkosazikilele Africa, and when I did that, I received a copyright strike for that after the game. As a consequence, what they did is they put my channel at risk, and that lasts for 90 days. So I protested immediately because it was total BS. The problem, though, is that it cost my channel dearly, folks. Let me give an example here. So that game has a total of 2,300 views. I cover the Springboks in Portugal, 2,300 views because I got a strike on it right after the game. First off, YouTube hid my video, which is BS, and then that's all I got. So by comparison, the Springboks game that I just did against Australia has almost 50,000 views on it. Almost 50,000 views on it. Can you believe that? I'm still getting views a week after plus afterwards. So here's the first half stats. I'll get those in a second. But that I've got 13,000 views on the Australia-South Africa game from Perth after the game was over, plus 34 subscribers, and I made $28 in advertising after it's over. See, when YouTube doesn't suppress your content, that's what can happen. 13,000 views, and I'm getting views now. Let's see. This morning from 8 to 9, I had 19 views on a video that's 10 days old of a live broadcast. So, I mean, the way it's going, if things work out well, I could almost make it to, let me see. Where the heck's it at? Where we go? Come on, come back here. Yeah, there it is. That's that. Okay, so it's 49,000. I need 214 more views, and I get 50,000. I think that means my first 50,000 view video on this platform for this channel. That's what happens when they don't harass you. I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, we've had very good success in the past several weeks on this program. We've eclipsed a number of milestones. Number one, we got to 1 million views. Thank you all for that. In addition to 1 million views, we got to my first video ever, our first day ever that hit 50,000. We have 51,000 views on that day. Thank you all for that. And then we went over 5,000 subscribers, and success. Thank you all for that. I really do appreciate it. It's very humbling. I'm glad that people are tuning in. It is nice to see. But we've just, gone from success to success. I mean, we've habitually gone from back in the day getting 300 or 400 views on a live stream to 800 to 1,200 for a Currie Cup, a couple thousand for a test. Now we're just, you guys are kicking it out of the park. I mean, let me just run through some of the numbers here. I mean, just in August alone, 2,700 was Cheetah's Bulls, 3,600, 8,800. 3,200, and then I won 794, but that was USA Rugby. Nobody watches that. Australia versus South Africa, 32,000, 3,400, 5,700, 4,800, 3,200, 3,900, 49,700, 4,200, 5,900, 2,000. That was Greek was Griffin. We got 2,000 at Greek was Griffins game. That was pretty impressive. 8,200, 4,800, 3,960, and just it's awesome. Thank you for that. But that's what happens. So I can't show the game. So I apologize for that if you're trying to get a snazzy, but I just can't do that. Just can't do that. That's what happens. So apologies, Snazzy. I hope you can stay here and listen. It's like if you can listen to it and watch it, it's like listening to radio. I'd like to think I bring a little excitement to the game. JB says, hi, can you guys subscribe to my channel? Who are you, JB? Nobody even knows what your channel is there. Who is JB? Looking up JB on YouTube is going to turn out with about 3 million different returns. Just don't check my super. Yeah, it's not very good there. It's not going well. And Snazzy asked where he can watch again. I answered the question, but it's been a few minutes after he posted. So halftime stats, 2 tries apiece. They're saying that the Pumas have just 5 handling errors. It seems like a lot more to me. 2 for the Griffins. Turnovers, 4 for the Pumas, 2 for the Griffins. 9 penalties against the Griffins. That's what's killing them. And 5 for the Pumas. The Griffins also made 74 tackles compared to the Pumas' 49. 17 missed tackles by Griffins, 14 by the Pumas. A lot of missed tackles this weekend in Currie Cup action. A lot of missed tackles. Pumas have advantage on possession and territory, 57 and 53. Both sides have won all their scrums, 7-7 and 2-2. So there you go. There you go. Anyway, halftime at Northwest Stadium in Velcom. Snazzy says, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, Snazzy. I would love to show it and then mute the television crew and give you commentary on my own. It would be awesome to do that, but I mean, my channel will be gone like that in a heartbeat. Last year I was hit during the Rugby World Cup with a bogus copyright strike. I got 2 of them. I recorded video at a World Rugby game. I paid, flew to France, went to the game. I recorded a try. There was no music. There was no announcers. There's no nothing, no imagery, just me covering. I posted that and was hit with a copyright strike for stealing World Rugby's content from their broadcast. I didn't take it from broadcast. That's my personal recording. I put it up on a channel. It wasn't even monetized. And copyright strike. So I ignored it. I figured, it'll go away after 90 days. But I stopped putting that on this channel and went to my news channel and just puts content on there. And then after I did that, I made a banner and I used the World Rugby logo for the World Cup in a very small portion of the photograph. It was a fair use promoting the game. And I was hit with copyright strikes like that. Well, if I hadn't refuted it, my channel would have disappeared. So for a month, 3 consecutive, every 2 weeks, a month and a half, I was fighting to get copyright strikes removed, and it finally got them all removed. It was so annoying. The damage they do to people, they try to destroy content creators. It's unbelievable. It goes on and on. So it's a struggle. YouTube has forgotten whom they need, who made YouTube big, and they've lost about 60% of their viewers since the end of the lockdown. But to be fair, they surged by 75%, at least during the lockdown, because people are stuck at home. A lot of kids up in the stands, and the players are both coming back out on the pitch now. Let's see what they do in the second half. Take off the halftime marker, and thank you all for sticking with me. We kept 67 during the halftime. That's pretty good. Thanks for being here. All right. Yes, Western Province played badly, but they were playing with a bunch of 12-year-olds. I'm not picking on the players, but these guys are young is the point. Very young players out there. So, all right, so we're getting ready for the second half. Pumas talking to each other. Tally's saying you got to pull our socks up. I bet you Jimmy Stonehouse gave them a hiding in the halftime. What's this? Okay. So here we go. We're ready for the second half to get started. Amy Barrett-Thron talks to Donrich Fisaki. Now the Pumas have the wind at their back. So the Griffins had the wind at their back, and they squandered several opportunities to add to their score. So here we go. Excuse me. Oh, gosh, bless it. Ball kicked outside of 22, picked up by the Pumas, knocked on. And the Griffins already on the back foot as we start the second half. Driving forward inside the 22. Maslama to Clinton Swat. Swat. David Britz fights off a tackle. He's going to get in. Oh, Fisaki. Donrich Fisaki runs to the middle. Boy, he's right on that back line. You got to be careful there. Good job by Donrich Fisaki to make an easy conversion. Wow. And the Pumas are off and running in the second half. 30 seconds in. Wow. Wow. That's just, woo. Donrich Fisaki with a quick try here to get things underway in the second half. Going to be easy conversion, so I'll give those points, and we'll just make it 21 because it's right under the post. All right. Clinton Swat. Kick is good. It's 21 to 12. And the Pumas, now they're just one try. So David Britz got that all started. And great offload as he was being tackled. He had him around the arms as he released that ball back to Fisaki. And great awareness by Fisaki to run back towards the center as Kyle Seister chased him. Well done. So here comes the restart. Griffins come out of the locker room. Just not good. Into the win on the short side. Taken there by Dion Slobert. Slobert is tackled by the Griffins. 30 meters away from his own try line. Godlin Massama digs it out. Sends it over to Sempe Sweegers. Got the try in that first half. Got their first try. Took too long. Too long. 5 seconds to get that out. So Godlin Massama is hit for taking too long to dig it out. She told him to dig it out. It'll be a scrum to the Griffins now. Godlin Massama turns the ball over. Now a chance for the Griffins to do something now. Yes, the Pumas are winning 21-12. Bind. Set. Devon Uman to put it in. Uman puts it in the pipe. Ball's available. He digs it out, and he just takes off. Oh, goes wide. Gershwin Ver dancing around inside the 22, but really a lot of running sideways, gets no extra territory. Back to the middle. Duan Pretorius tackled over there. Nice tackle. Brilliant by Clinton Swat. Matthew Gray. Fun to Hiffa with a carry there for the Griffins. Griffins. Jacobs with a carry now. Uman. Tata Mavunla, who went out with that yellow card in the first half. De Beer with a carry for the Griffins. They're not really getting anywhere here. A lot of phases. Must be 6 phases now. Call to use it. Gray. is that Kyle Seister goes down to the 22. He's tackled. Griffins not really getting anything going on here. Mavundla now. Zongaira, excuse me, not Mavundla. Here's Mavundla over here. The numbers are covered up in dirt. I can't even read their numbers anymore for the Griffins on that harsh turf out there. Devald Imon back to the middle. Griffins are really lumbering here. Lots of phases. Oh, Gershwin Vera throws it off a player. That's a knock-on. And Darren Adonis takes off, but that's going to be nothing, be a knock-on. So the Griffins are going to get a scrum here, but man, dangerous pass. Bounced right off of Darren Adonis. Ooh, Gershwin Vera. Trying hard, but nothing coming of it. $44.55. The press has caught on to Roman Kabanak working for John Steenhuisen. They finally caught on to that. Let's see. Yep. There's a scrum. And the Griffins, they turn it over. Godla Massima offloads it. Fisanti, and here comes Stefan Kotsia. He's on the loose. Kotsia over the middle. Oh, they just caught him from behind and then stolen on the ground by the Griffins. It's back and forth rugby here, folks. And a penalty for not releasing. Wow, so the Griffins turn it over to the Pumas. Pumas turn over to Griffins. Griffins turn over. Back and forth, back and forth. Fun to heave. So Clinton Swart will kick it down the pitch. And no one was back there. So that'll take the ball down to Griffin's zone. But Stefan Kutsi, they just caught him by the boot. Matthew Gray is the one that wasn't fun to heaver. My goodness. So Godwin Muslim was the one who got over that ball. So now it's going to be deep down here. Okay, Muslim is out for the Pumas' new scrum half. It's Ross Brody. Ross Brody comes in for the Pumas. Line out for the Pumas from inside the 22. They're into a maul, and that maul's moving forward. Pumas maul's driving. A try will get them the bonus point here. And Edwin Swart now. They're also playing advantage. Ross Brody over to the center. Clinton Swart. Swart to Fisaki. Fisaki does the dummy. And he's dragged down. Duan Pretorius fighting there. So the Pumas just about 8 meters away. No advantage for Duan Pretorius' hands in the ruck. Gotta be careful. Ross Brody now. Slabbert, Fisagi, Clinton Swart thought he'd do it himself, but he got tackled. Should have offloaded that. He had 3 runners. Fisagi, it's hit and stolen. Shame. There was a penalty. We might see a card here. There was a penalty advantage being played, unfortunately, because Gershwin Vera had a steal and would have gone all the way for a try.
At the end of the first half, we had a warning about discipline in the 22. We've had numerous advantages now. Now you're going over, slowing the ball down, and then asking me the question. I'm not yet a coach, I need to ref. So I'm the messenger. Repeated infringements, number 10.
How's that? How's that?
That was brutal.
No.
Wow. So Duan Pretorius goes off. 47-32. Oof. Wow. Griffins, another yellow card. Shame. So we've got a Griffins player now being treated. It's fun to heaver. And now Duan Pretorius is out. It's all the wheels are coming off for the Griffins here, folks. All the wheels are coming off. Yes, Western Province just using the Currie Cup as a team-building exercise. Well, that doesn't help us Currie Cup fans. Uh-oh, he's limping. I don't think he's going to make it. I think we're going to have to see Simon Vestart come in the game. Fandehiva just having a hard time. So Chadley Wennon was injured last time. He's out. So Fandehiva is not going to be able to make it. He's going to have to come out of the game. He can't even, I don't know if he fractured something. Boy, he is limping on that right leg badly. So Simon Vestrat's going to have to come in the game. So Duan Pretorius has the most tackles in the game, and he goes out with a yellow card now. That's not Vestrat. Who's coming in there? Matthew Gray is, okay, there we go. Matthew Gray is coming out as well. Simon Vestrat will come in for Fandehiva. And Rian Olafia comes in the game for Matthew Gray. So two new players. And then, Olafia comes in for... Oh, it comes in for... So Matthew Gray stays in there. It's Curtly Thomas that goes out. All right, Griffins in a lot of trouble here, folks. Another yellow card. Clock is ticking, 47-33. Pumas will get a bonus point with one more try. Ross Brody to put it in. Bind, set. Ball's in the pipe. Oh, the Griffins have a big scrum here. But the penalty goes against him. Tap and go. And there's Brody. He's not. He's held up. What's going on here? What is she saying? Another card. What? What? Wow. Pinar gets a card. My goodness. Another yellow card. I didn't catch what her issue was. She went straight to her pocket to pull that yellow card out. Kala Pinar gets it. 48 minutes, the clock is stopped now. My goodness. And there's only 30 seconds difference between those yellow cards. Griffin's down to 13 players now. And so the Pumas call for a scrum. Up 2 players. Why not? My goodness. Yeah, I saw that Felix resigned there with England. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise for a lot of folks. Thanks for being here, folks. 43 likes. Can we get some more likes? Man, I'm fighting through data connections here. Easy.
That was easy.
Hit the like button. Come on. Help us out here. Griffins, Pumas. Crouch. Bind. Set. Pumas with a scrum from the 5-meter line. And it's a penalty against the Pumas. Wow. Boy, Simon Vestrat made a huge difference coming off the bench here for the Griffins. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. Down 2 players in the sim bin, and they win a penalty there. Now we need a good kick here from Kota. Kamani Kota needs to find touch. He does. Oh, that's a nice kick. That's going to take the Griffins out to about 43 meters from the try line. Or from the 5-meter line, about 38-meter gain. Wow, Simon Vestrat just plowing right through there. Huge scrum by the Griffins. They needed that desperately to stay in this game. Wow. All right, so now it's a Griffins line out deep. They're going to need this. Or is it a Pumas line out? Excuse me. It's Pumas line out because it was a free kick. My bad. So it wasn't a penalty. Fisaki. Tino Swanepoel dancing around, cuts back. Boy, he's like a pinball out there. Down to the 22. Finally tackled by the Griffins. Ross Brody. Oops, knock on. Ooh. So that'll be a scrum to the Griffins. Pumas up and down, up and down, up and down. Does anyone know why the Pumas decided to call themselves Pumas after changing the name from Southeastern Transvaal, especially because there's no Pumas Indigenous? Yeah, maybe because there are no Pumas Indigenous and there was nothing else to go with. Lions, cheetahs. I suppose it could have been the leopards, but there were leopards at the lower level. So the Pumas have been inside the opponent's 22 7 times, and they got 21 points from 7 trips. 6 trips for the Griffins, just 12 points. That's a big difference there. 6 trips inside the 22, just 2 tries for the Griffins. So, Griffins still in this, but they're going to have to get their act together here. Crouch, bind, set. 50 minutes, 47 seconds in the second half, and this one's falling apart. Better get out of there. Dave Aldumon digs it out. And Kota kicks it down the pitch. That ball's going to go. That's the first time we've seen the ball kicked in ages. Taken down there by Darren Adonis about his 30-meter line. Over the 10-meter line. Midfield still going. 10-meter line. Darren Adonis down to 30 meters. What a nice carry by him. Ross Brody digs it out. Back to the 10-meter line. Fisaki. Swart. He offloads that ball. Pofu. My goodness. Quick ball here by the Pumas. They come to the near side. Kick through. Who's going to get there? Oh, nice job by Kyle Seister to get there, and he runs away from everybody. What a job by Kyle Seister. That ball's caught by Clinton Swart at his 46-meter line up to the 10-meter line. Nobody there yet. Finally tackled there by Kota. Gets up because he's not held in the tackle. And the ball's stolen. Pinched away by the Griffins had the Pumas get it back. Yannicka, Fisaki, they got numbers on the outside. Here they come. Swanepoel to Darren Adonis. Darren Adonis dumps it out for Swanepoel. No way. And they're going to get a try. Tino Swanepoel with a try for the Pumas. That'll be the bonus point. Boy. She's really feeling disrespected today. Swanepoel with a big try there. My goodness. I'll tell you, it's bonus point try for the Pumas now. And this should be an easy conversion here as Tino Swanepoel worked to get it close to the post. So Clinton Swart, 3 out of 3 so far. This could take it to 28-12. That missed conversion really looming large. And it's good. And it's 28-12. Pumas out in front. $28-12, folks. Wow. Is that it? We haven't gone over 1,000 views? That's kind of sucky. What's going on there? All right, so here come the Griffins now. Still down 2 players for at least another 4:21 as Duan Pretorius sits on the bench. Pofu goes out. Leonard comes in for the Pumas. Oh, stolen. Darren Adonis, but it's a forward pass. Some changes for the Pumas as Fisaki goes out. And some more changes coming for the Pumas. Darren Adonis getting a lot of running in here today, but it's all for nothing. He's limping now. Griffin's got substitutions coming on. Gumeda comes in. Mingo Petey comes in. Mvundla comes off. Mingo Petey, don't know him. Guess a couple substitutions coming off. So I didn't see who came over for the Pumas at fly half. Griffins line out successful. Ongara came down with it. A high tackle right there, so there's a penalty advantage for the Griffins. They're playing advantage now. There's Petey, his first carry. Kyle Seister bounces up. Taken on the fly by Mingo Petey. Advantage is going to end soon. Seister kicks through. Here's the chase. They're going to come back. That's going to be, going to come back. So, going to come back for the advantage. Exotic animals versus mythical animals. They're not mythical. They're just not present in that location. My goodness. Ball's kicked down the pitch. Let's see what the line out is for the Griffins now. Cote gets a good kick there with the wind in his face. So here's the substitution is Mahara comes in for the Pumas. Maritz comes off. Oh, and the Griffins screw up the line out from 10 meters away. Ross Brody's on the loose. Brody, he offloads the ball. Brody, quick ball, kicks it down the pitch. There's nobody home, but the Griffins should get there first easily. They do. Seister has to kick the ball straight into touch. 55 minutes, 28 seconds. Still 2 minutes left on that yellow card to Duan Pretorius. It's killing the Griffins here. Griffins, man, they had a great chance to put some points on the board down there. Ross Brody, just a little dynamic fire plug out there. Really just turned on the lights ever since he came on the pitch. Kyle Seister had no choice but to launch that ball into touch. Yeah, decent crowd over there. So Pumas line out successful at the 10-meter line. They're into a maul, just like they break away from the maul and come out here. Visante, it's knocked backwards. Yannicka. And that's Vian Fanikak is in there. They go wide to the opposite side. Waiting for the ball is Darren Adonis. Kyle Seister, he fights through that tackle. Then Cote's tackle. Down about 26 meters away. Ross Brody, quick ball into the hands of Chandre Leonard. He's in the game now. They come to the other side. Oh, big ball's kicked. Now it's kicked into touch by the Griffins. Rian Olafia kicks it into touch to slow things down. 45 seconds left on the yellow card. It's killed the Griffins here from Duan Pretorius. A stupid mistake, slowing the ball down. Oh, sloppy play. Boy, just a moment ago, it could have been brilliant if only Dave Aldhuman could have got that ball on his boot, would have kicked it up the pitch, nobody there. So it's a scrum. Pumas have made 633 meters to the Griffins, 266. Wow, that's huge. Wow. 57-25. 5 seconds on the card. 3. Well, that was a pre-engagement. No call there. Dave Aldhuman comes away with it. He kicks it down the pitch. A little grubber. It's going to bounce inside the 10-meter line. Taken by Darren Adonis. He feeds it back to the center. Coming to the near side, Clinton Swart. Stefan Kotsia is met pretty quickly by the Griffins. Still fighting the Gershwin Ver tackle. Brody sends it over towards the center. And Clinton Swart not releasing. Oh, but no penalty call there. That was Nikak. It wasn't Swat. David Britz on the opposite side. And the Pumas, Visante fighting through tackles. Finally taking down the 10-meter line. Ross Brody goes outside. There's Darren Adonis, ever present for a threat. Gets down to short of the 22. Ross Brody. And tough break for the Griffins. It's been about 35 seconds since the yellow card expired, but there's not been a break in the action to get a player back on. And that ball is stolen by Kyle Seister. Brilliant. One of the smallest guys on the pitch gets a steal from the breakdown. 58 minutes, and now they get Duan Pretorius back. My goodness. That'll lower them down to just one yellow card. So all things being equal, the Griffins did all right there. They squandered a scoring opportunity, and they gave it one try, but could have been much worse down 2 players. So now they'll be back down to just a single player on the bench. And that's Kala Pinar who's on the bench. It was a nice job by Kyle Seister to poach that ball. Yannicka couldn't get rid of it. 59 minutes, 15 seconds. Clock is stopped for some reason. There's Duan Pretorius. 52 likes. That's a little bit better. We had 14 last time I mentioned it. All right. 59 minutes, 15 seconds. I don't know if we're going to get to 1,000 on this one, folks. There's a line out from the 22 for the Griffins. Successful. Nice pass. Vikas Nivais. Gumedi. Griffins got to do something here. Lots of new numbers in Mingo Piti again. Replacement players off the bench, making a difference here. Pretorius drives into the defense. Is he stripped? No, the ball's still there. Couldn't see it. Simon Vestergaard. Vestergaard is tackled. Devon Uman. Ooh, that's a high tackle. Grab him right around the throat. Kyle Seister cuts back the other way, looking for something different here, and he comes right into to the defense. That's going to be a maul. They're going to turn it over here. Yep, they turn it over. Kyle Seister, bad decision. Bad decision. He runs right into the teeth of the defense. They pick him up off the ground, and it's them all. Yep. So it'll be a scrum to the Pumas now. Hey, Ulrich, where you been, man? What's up? Maryland, how's it going? We're in the final quarter of the game. Puma's going to get a bonus point victory here, but they're not getting the margin. They needed a big margin of points here. They have a negative 43-point margin. Right now, they're up by 16. That's going to take that down, make it a little bit better. 27 points, but not nearly enough. They need more points here. Now, Ongara's got 12 points and Jean-Andre DeBeer, or 12 tackles, and Jean-Andre DeBeer 12 tackles. That's after Duan Pretorius left for 10 minutes. He was leading at the time. So we got a break in the action here. Clinton Swart getting a little treatment on his forearm, on his arm there. Jimmy Stonehouse talking to somebody through his microphone there. People dancing and singing up there in the stands while he's trying to get the word out. This is their final home game. Wow. So, final home game for the Griffins. 2 games left. Let's take a look at the games for next week, folks. So, next week, it's the Griquas hosting the Cheetahs, Bulls hosting the Lions. That's a big one. Sharks hosting the Griffins, and Province hosting the Pumas. Then the Griquas host Province the final week. Lions host the Griffins. Pumas host the Cheetahs. And Sharks host the Bulls. That'll be a big one. So, ball comes out of the scrum. Fanikiak offloads that ball to David Britz. He drives forward. Now there's an offload. Here comes Fisante. Fisante to the 22. They get it from behind. And he knocks it on. Kyle Seister with the ball now for the Griffins. He sends it back to Gershwin Ver. Gershwin Ver met there by the Pumas. Going to knock on. We're going to come back for. So turnover here. Griffins. Wow. Boy. Man. Fanikiak to Britz. Britz driving. And Fisante just stayed right with it. That's what happens when you run a support line, folks. But then just gets stripped of the ball down to 22. All right, so it'll be Griffins scrum at their 22. Simon Vestergaard with a little smile on his face there. 52 likes. 52 likes. New York City. 52 likes. So, scrum to the Griffins. We're getting closer. Got 898 on this one. We want to get to 1,000 at least on this. Oh, there's a whistle. And the Griffins win a scrum again. Boy, since Simon Vestergaard has come out there, he's been massive for the Griffins. He replaced Willem van der Heever, who went out with an injury about 10 minutes ago. And it's just been Lights out for the. It's amazing how much it's changed one player. So kick down the pitch. Vestot, 38 years old, kicks it down the pitch. Do the Griffins. They're getting another line out here now. Those yellow cards have been devastating for the Griffins in this half. They won the first half, too. Okay, so here we go. Simon Vestot to throw it in now. They get it. Devalt Uman over to the center. Pita. Mingo Piti. I'd say Pita. Nochmalo goes forward for the Griffins. Oh, it's knocked on by Kyle Seister. Griffins can't help themselves. 16 and a half minutes remaining in the contest, folks. My goodness. Simon Vestot been playing almost 20 years in Currie Cup. Went to Gray High School, then went on to UCT. He's from PE, so he's been all over. From PE in the Eastern Cape, went to Gray High School in the Free State, and went to college in the Western Cape. He started in 2006, where he had 6 appearances for Province, and he's been around ever since then. Wow. Spent several years with the Pumas. But in total, he's got, let's see, 60, 110, 121, 127, 29, 33, 139 appearances before this in 20 years. It's not a lot of appearances when you look at 20 years of playing. Wow. Well, that's because he had 4 years off between. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He didn't. He was playing for the Pumas there. So clock is still stopped here. We're waiting for something to happen. It's been almost 11 minutes since anybody put points on the board. So it's going to be a Pumas scrum after that knock-on. But the Pumas have done what they had to do. A bonus point victory here, it looks like, unless something bizarre happens here late in the game. Set. Oh, big push from the Griffins, but they come away with it to the Pumas. Clinton Swart. Here's a kick. Bounces up. Down on the other side of the pitch. The chase is on. Stefan Kutsia gets there. He offloads it to David Britz. It's going to be a try for the Pumas. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. David Britz with a big try there. My goodness. That was just absolutely brilliant stuff there by the Pumas. That's why they can be dangerous. And they get to the playoffs. Stefan Kutsia picked that thing up and hands it off to Britz. Brilliant work there by the Pumas. I mean, that's why they can be so dangerous. You get to the playoffs, that's going to be dangerous for a team if they can do that. That's going to do it for the game. There's no way that they come back now. David Britz. Kick is good, 35-12. All conversions made today. That's going to help their point differential. So David Britz, nicely done. Stefan Kutsia picks up that grubber kick that bounces all the way down the pitch. Griffin's very slow to get back to it. So, who's out now? Oh, my goodness. Munashe Merida is injured. He's going off. This is Zimbabwean. He's out. So the Pumas lose front rower, Munash Merida. And Meritz comes back into the game. 14 and a half minutes. It didn't look very good. He was limping off, getting help. People had his arms around his shoulders of 2 others. All right, so 65-32. Here's the kick by the Griffins into the 22. Ball bounces up in the air. No one wants it. Finally picked up back there by Clinton Swat around a 6-meter line. So now the Pumas are deep. Ross Brody to dig it out, looking for a clearance kick. Call to use it. You better get rid of it. And he does a box kick. And that ball is going to go quite a kick. My goodness, all the way back to 26 meters from his 5-meter line. That's a hell of a box kick. Kyle Seister breaks loose up the midfield. He's tackled there. 13 minutes, 40 seconds remain. Devald Uman over to the middle. Oh, big hit there by the Pumas. Goumet is sent backwards. Griffins still have it. Devald Uman. Oh, nice pass to Simon Vesrot. No look pass. Duan Pretorius trying to dice his way back to midfield. Stolen by the Pumas, but a penalty for hands in the ruck. Yep, that was kind of messy there. Lungisa, the ruck was formed. He reached in there. So that's going to be a penalty. Gives the Griffins a chance to kick it down the pitch. She yelled, no hands, and he puts his hands in there. So, here's Kota kicking to the far side of the pitch. Looking for touch. Does he get it? He did. Swanepoel tried to save it. Oh, my goodness. And Pico Sabatle's in the game now. I didn't see him come in. He's shaking his head like, no way that was in touch. Let's see it. Oh, it was kept live. He did. Oh, Pico Sabatle's correct. The side judge got it wrong. That ball was live. Oh, well. Griffin's line out now. Thankfully, it won't change the outcome of the game because that's a very poor call. Simon Vesrot now from about 10 meters away. He goes deep, and they overthrow it. And somehow the Griffins come away with it at the 5-meter line. How do they pull that off? Pumas can't afford to give up points here. They want a point differential. Devald Umon. Pretorius. Farris is dancing around. Haven't done much in this game. Simon Vesrot. Oh, there's a Griffin player down. It hasn't moved since a while ago. And he's down around the 5-meter line. So the Griffins, there's an advantage there. Kyle Seister to Gershwin Ver. Nothing doing here. Simon Vesrot, pick and go. They're playing an advantage, plus a player's down with an injury. 6 phases. Surprised she's letting us run as long as it is. There's no advantage here. Oh, another advantage. Devald Uman almost broke free. So they're getting another advantage here. Now they'll blow the whistle. Simon Vesrot takes it. He's gone. Vesrot down to 7 meters away. Devald Uman goes wide to Kyle Seister. Seister cuts back inside, and they're going to score. Kyle Seister with a try. Well done. That's like a pretty good crowd over here now that I see that side of the pitch. Wow, just 11 minutes left in this, and Kyle Seister gets a try for the Griffins. It's his 3rd Currie Cup try. Uh-oh, we're going to go up to going to the TMO. I don't know what the issue is. I couldn't hear Amy Barrett-Thron because the announcer kept talking. So, wow. Brilliant work there. Did a dummy cut back inside. Well done by Kyle Seister. And we're approaching 10 minutes left in the contest. Conta now for the conversion. He missed one earlier. He shouldn't have missed. This one shouldn't miss either. And he doesn't. 19. 35-19. Foul play. Nah, there's nothing in that. That's his shoulder. Player dropped.
The tackler isn't a good tackle technique. He has done nothing wrong. We do have head contact, but no foul play, so we can play on.
Okay.
Okay, yep. Well done.
but the tackler has a good tackle technique.
Come on.
Even though there is head contact, so there's no foul play. Okay.
That's good. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done. $35-19. All right. All right. So now I got no feed here. Less than 10 minutes remain. Here's the restart. Down short of the 22. Taken over there by the Griffins. Oh, they knocked it on. Gee, many crickets. Oh, another unforced error for the Griffins. Novavite Griffins. Oh, it's an offside. They're going to change it. What? Huh? Okay, so it's not a knock-on. It's offside. How are the Griffins offside on a kick? What did they do? Oh, my goodness. Puma's chance to score again here now as Clinton Swart will kick it into the corner. Wow. Shame. So the Pumas now got a chance to add some more points, get back that try they just gave up. Advantage already from the line out. They're into a maul, but the Pumas are playing an advantage already. Ross Brody breaks free. He's in. Wow. Man, he ran over a player. Ross Brody, determined. My goodness, the guy plays like this. We might want to call him up the Springboks at some point. This is 5th Currie Cup try. Wow. Brilliant work. He has really brought some energy into this Puma side since he came out here. Brody rips it away, and who does he get away from? Oh, it was Kota he ran over and then dove over. So Brody gets a try, and the Pumas get one right back. A lot of points getting rolled up here now. That was a brilliant try. Ross Brody looks good off the bench. Here's Clinton Swart. 8 minutes remaining in the contest. 40-19 now. It's a 21-point lead. Can take it to 23. Tough kick, though. He's made them all so far. I jinxed him there, didn't I? I did jinx him. I did jinx him. Damn. That's messed up. He made them all until that one, so. All right, Pumas now leading by 21 points. That point differential, they were minus 43. That makes them minus 22. Substitution coming in for somebody. Okay, Coda's out. Gilroy Philander comes in for Coda. Coda's had a good game. That ball was way high into the air and came down with that. It was Jandre Leonard. Short kick, but the Pumas come down with it on the restart. Call to use it, Ross Brody over the top. Kick down deep. Kyle Seister gets that around his 22. It's not really much for him to do. Finds Gershwin Ver. He offloads the ball. Griffin's trying to get clever here, but nothing doing here. Mingo Piti. So Deval Dumont to Duan Pretorius. Pretorius goes wide on the outside. Ferris, he's been very quiet, Keanu Ferris, in this game. Only his third carry that I can recall. Just 7 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the contest. Ongara, who's had a big game for the Griffins. Whoops, what's the whistle here? Neck roll by Griffins. Oh, my goodness. Oh, another mistake. All right, chance for the Pumas to kick it to the corner and score again here. Mistakes. Shame. Mistakes are killing them. So where's the neck roll at? Let me see this. Can't see the neck roll. Okay, Ferris is coming off. And Keegan Schaefer comes on. Scrum half player placing a wing out there, or a center. So just 2 meters out after that line out. Too slow. Collapsing them all. Going to be tap and go by Ross Brody probably if he lets him get away with it. They're going to tap and go. No, they're going to go for a 5 meter line out again. So Puma's chance to run up the score again. Oh, yeah, they just collapsed that big time, did the Griffins. All right, folks, run out of time here in this contest. Last Currie Cup of the weekend. Line out. Slabbert came down with it at the back of that. Breakaway is a space. Go, go, go. Edwin Swart doesn't see it yet, but it was there. Now they're still going 40. Should have broke free. Klassen, they say. It's not Swart. And there's a try for the Pumas. Wow. Now Jimmy Stonehouse looks happy. It's a Klassen. I didn't even know he was in the lineup out here. Wow. Llewellyn Klassen. Another try. That'll reduce their gap and point differential even more. All right, it's 4 minutes remain. Clinton Swart, I jinxed him last time. This is a harder kick than the last one. Hit the post. Not over. He's got a big smile on his face. 45. It's 2 conversions in a row he missed. Off the post. So they were minus 43, and now they're up by 26. 43 minus 20 is 23. 17, minus 17, they've closed the gap now, but still way behind the Cheetahs on point differential. Here's a restart from the Griffins. Uman kicks it. Down there by Leonard. 3 minutes remain. Ross Brody breaks free. Still fighting. He's still going. He's free. Ross Brody. Oh, my goodness. Superhuman effort here. Wow. I mean, not releasing. Ross Brody is just a superstar out there, but it looks like he hurt his shoulder. Oh, grabbing his shoulder there. How did that happen? I don't see where the injury occurred. Not there. Oh, he landed on it awkwardly. That's a great steal by Mingo Petey. Yeah, so Ross Brody's down getting treatment now. That left shoulder. Hopefully he's okay. He's been a dynamo. 2 minutes and 30 seconds ran the contest. Ross Brody's just unbelievable since he came out there. He is really looking fantastic. Of course, the level competition has something to do with it. It's his 8th appearance this season. He started many of the games. Today he came off the bench. Okay, it looks like he's okay. Let's see. Doesn't look like he... All right, looks like he's going to be in. Okay, so water off, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 89 people here, 61 likes. Can we get the like button push, folks? Come on.
That was easy.
Get us up to 100. I don't think we're going to make it. All right, so Devon Uman will kick this down the pitch. I guess the wind has died off because he kicked it really well. Dyrus Fasaki had a lot of trouble in that first half in those first 2 kicks. Uman stretching that calf muscle. He must be tight. All right, Griffins come down. They got a chance to score again. 9 visits, just 19 points. Wow. 11 for the Pumas, and they get 45 out of that. Line out is successful for the Griffins. They're just about 5 meters, still going forward. Boy, that maul took off in a hurry. Still going forward. Still going forward. 1 meter out. They're going to get it. Or is it going to be held up? He's over. Nothing but dust. And it's Simon Vesterot. His first Currie Cup try this year. Wow. Simon Vesterot, who steadied his 12th career Currie Cup try, first of the season. Man, oh man. Simon Vesterot, who's 38 but identifies as a 36-year-old. Nothing but a cloud of dust. I couldn't see who was on the ground there. Simon Vesterot with the try for the Pumas. Well, we can't say there weren't enough tries in this game. My goodness. Simon Vesterot. So Dawn Pretorius is his first kick of the game because Coda was doing all the kicking, but he's out of the game now. And it's good. 26. Oh, they get a bonus point there. That'll take him up to 3 points on the season. Wow. Well done. Griffins get a bonus point. That was worth it. 30 seconds remain. It's a restore to go short. And Stefan Kotsia knocks it backwards into the hands of Fisante. Fisante inside the 22. The Pumas want to get this one back. Ross Brody goes wide. Oh, it's knocked on by Darren Adonis. Oh. Pumas had another try on the offing right there. Hooter will be coming up any second now. Man. Waiting for that Hooter to go off now. There it is.
And look at the frustration as well. He loves finishing, loves a little bit of space.
All right, but we got a scrum here, so we'll see what happens here. Final home game for the Griffins this season. 2 games left in the Currie Cup season, folks. It's been an interesting 2 months, has it not? Crouch. Bind. Oh, that just, what the heck was going on there? What was that scrum? Outside guy just popped straight up in the air here. So Keegan Schaefer is the scrum half here now. He's playing the real scrum half for the Griffins. We're over the mark now, 81 minutes. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. Got 61 likes. Come on. Make that happen. Easier to... Why can I snap that figure easier? Guess because I'm left-handed. I'm used to doing it with my right hand. 81-15. And the Griffins dig it out of the back, and Devon Uman just kicks it into touch. That's enough. They're going to take the loss. They got their bonus point. Wow. They did get a bonus point here for the Griffins. Good audience today. Good crowd of spectators showed up for it. Simon Vesterot with a try late in the game. Wow. Wow. So the Griffins go down to their 8th loss in the season, but they do pick up a point here. That's the 3rd log point on the season. Tough break for the Griffins. They had a 12-0 lead. And the Pumas do what they have to do, although point differential could have done them better. So they're tied in points with the Cheetahs in 4th place. But the point differential will keep them behind. So final score at Northwest Stadium in Velcom is 45-26 as the Pumas do what they have to do. And the Griffins get a consolation bonus point for getting 4 tries. So, wow. What do you guys think? This is not Southeastern Transvaal anymore. Ocamp says, huh? All right. They're calling it Down Touch Investment Stadium. That's what they call Northwest Stadium in Down Touch. Not really much of a stadium, more like a field with some stands on the sideline. So, anyway. Fisante is their man of the match. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for being here. Next week, we've got some big action, big action next week. Of course, the All Blacks go to Ellis Park to take on the Springboks after a major coaching change and a loss of a key player for the All Blacks. But when it comes to Currie Cup next week, also some exciting stuff going on because the big game of next week is at Loftus Versfeld, the Bulls and the Lions next Friday. That's not even on the weekend. That's on a Friday. That will be epic. Can the Lions beat the Bulls? If the Lions can beat the Bulls, they can launch themselves in the first place. If they can beat the Bulls on the road at Loftus. A high-veld adventure here between two teams that live and make their earnings in the Highveld, and that is the Fidelity ADT Lions and the Vodacom Bulls at Loftus Versfeld. That should be huge next week. The Lions just 3 points behind. If they can win the game with a bonus point, that would take them to 38, and it wouldn't matter what the Bulls do. They could only go to 37. The Bulls would drop after being in first place for many, many weeks now. They would find themselves in second place. So that is the marquee matchup next week. And then, of course, as I said, we've also got the Springboks and the All Blacks. That's going to be huge on Saturday. Also next week, that's the only really game of any significance. Province and Pumas. Pumas need to win in Cape Town if they want to stay in this. And the Cheetahs need to win in Kimberley against the Griquas. Sharks need to win as well against the Griffins. But all things being equal, the Cheetahs should beat the Griquas. The Sharks should beat the Griffins. And the Pumas should beat Province. That should be easy for me to get some points on my Super Brew next week, which I desperately need. Marilyn says, Lionsall, I think, Chris, make sure you rest your back for the big weekend. Yeah, no kidding. But today I've got to run off and do a veterans meeting, which is going to eat up the rest of my day, which kind of sucks. I'm not looking forward to it. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate you being here. A lot of tries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tries in this one. 4 for the Griquas and 7 for the Pumas. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Unbelievable outcome. So there you go, folks, from Velcom in the Free State. There's your final score, 45-26. That'll close the gap a little bit for the Pumas, who are now tied on points on the log with the Cheetahs for fourth place and that last playoff spot. Yes, Western Province is already out of this, as are the Griffins, as are the Griquas. And pretty soon, either the Cheetahs or the Pumas will find themselves also on the outside looking in. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for being here. We did get over 1,000. That's not bad for a Sunday for this matchup, hardly a marquee matchup. Catch y'all later. God bless. Have a good evening. Unless something breaks, we'll see you tomorrow on the news channel. Thanks a lot for being here. And that's it from Central Pennsylvania. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you being here. What is this desktop output? What is that? Oh, that's the wrong thing I'm looking at there. All right. Yeah. Something didn't look right here. Cheers.